It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Rodgers on the return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get him.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Off the option, that's complete. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Colts.
Hey, ready? Black 25. 41 to Mike. 41 to Mike.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Nowhere to go that time. Marlon, he maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll air this one out deep for deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll look to run with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Marlon Mack.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Winston now from the 50. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Colts 7. Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss, running left is Mack. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, a run by Mack. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Colts 7.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Johnson, the ball.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A toss, left side, Johnson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Johnson, the ball.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there, 54. 54, right there, 54 miles.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Down by Anthony Walker.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
11-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down.
Jameis to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Winston. He dumps this off to Mack. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the ground, it's Mack. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Winston. And Winston lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Matt. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Winston now. He's got Jack Doyle. Fights free yet again. And he's going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11.
complete to
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Colts.
A first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Harris Campbell, incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 24.
Watson now to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. This up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 from the 44. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On play action, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winston. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Colts.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Off the play fake, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
12 yards. It's second down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Winston. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Down, Indianapolis.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Mack on the toss, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, set.
On 1st down, Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Faking the give. Now Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes this one to Mack. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Winston. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down. 3rd and 15.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 50, it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. And I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right? Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play.
And Winston lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Well, the opportunity squashed. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
At the 10-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the Jets sweep, they get this to Cooks. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Houston, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.